Yes, subscribe. You always dey watch we program them, but you not subscribe yet to the channel. All wetin you get for do, press this red subscribe button and then you come over here and press this bell. To the bell option, press this one with all. E don done. E no get for cost you anything. When you do this, na sign for show say you dey support we for make we do more. Thank you for we don help we for share this program. Yeah! God bless you. Yes, subscribe. You always dey watch we program them, but you not subscribe yet to the channel. All wetin you get for do, press this red subscribe button and then you come over here and press this bell. To the bell option, press this one with all. E don done. E no get for cost you anything. When you do this, na sign for show say you dey support we for make we do more. Thank you for we don help we for share this program. Yeah! God bless you. You know say plenty people no get for vote the time for election? Not because they no want for vote, but now because of this simple mistake where I can't tell you what so, now it go make plenty people no vote. Right now, as the Electoral Commission Salon don't pull the date for vote and for register, plenty people just the yagba and they rush go do things them as then they tell them for do. But hey, remember say registration, the voter registration, they begin from the 3rd of September to the 4th of October 2022. Then a number one step we go give you guarantee say you go vote. But if you make mistake during this time, you no go for vote. And I think this way person no go able for help you pan. What in this mean? It means say no ever register na the area where you dey work, do business, or where you dey go school. You know what it make? You don't know. Sometimes the time for the election, then go say public transport not for run. This na big challenge for you. Remember, if you tap na Kalbaton and then you dey walk na Lumley, how you go able for go and vote na that side? You go able for waka? The answer na no. So, no make that mistake dey. As them blow the whistle when they say, hey, today na the 3rd of September for begin the voter registration. Do ya try by all possible means for register na the center where they near you house. So the day when they go say for voting, whether mutuka deal, mutuka not deal, not to you business. You dey go full na morning, vote, return back na you house. So you see, if you make this mistake, the possibility go they say you no go vote 2023. So waiting at this yagba now for say me party go continue for then power or me party go return na power if I not able for vote. You want vote, they change the whole situation.
Today again, Dofa within a Grafton community. I go remember say few weeks ago we've been come out with a video where they showcase the lifestyle of we aged them, how they live in the Grafton community. We make an appeal to different people and we want to inform everybody say today a group of people, Sierra Leoneans them, whether in different parts of the globe, through we had program we begin one of the houses them where we had family and then they fund them 100% and then they fund them where they can rehabilitate Mama Finda house. Mama Finda, one of the people in the video will be watch where in bed na stick they use for let it able for put the foam and even the foam where Mama Finda they use the foam not decent. So they can start Mama Finda in own construction today. Work starts today with support of people then where they watch Weird program where I refer to as Weird Family. We want for this opportunity for say thank you to everyone we give in support to the team, the crew of Weird program. We say thank you so much for helping us able for make we put smile at the face of Mama Finda. today. So follow we and let we see how the work for talent as we start and today, and we will make you know how long this particular rehabilitation of Mama Finda house get for take. I can say we had family that supports Dofa for now for do Mama Finda in place. The work they can start now. We get the contractors, them, the workmen, them all day with we. But again, one or two things that we will realize yesterday will come whilst we buy the materials them for kickstart this work for Mama Finda. Something we will realize, so Mama Finda take me inside. Because as I've been telling you now, when I see this part, now the entrance, this part not so. Now you entrance, now you kitchen,
yes,
now you everything. Now I have asked Mama Finda the was. Show me the hole. So this is the
the whole this. Now the was the time late and not able to come out. It's my rainy season because where the trailer they can't do. We say fucking where I press, I will take food. I put on the water filter.
So when I see Mama Finda, look the imagine who time Mama Finda the wash. Look the room, the domot for just enter inside. So now it shows that we got to make small bathroom for Mama Finda out of what they can do. We got to do a small bathroom. So we'll be for them like do toilets too, but because the place too small, we're not going to do toilets. But we're able for do for bathroom where we go able for the wash, and that's why we're also looking forward for able for do more public toilets for this community. This community, a lack public toilets. And then they make you work on the community. If they see physics, then they put on a packet like yesterday where I come low by the things them. We meet and go just like that. Empty one. People in their family. So this time Mama Finda have invaded this. So now because we start the work, we don't ask Mama Finda to go catch for some side. And then we go catch till we able for rehabilitate and make this place for them. And they'll make them a better, decent place where Mama Finda will do. When I even see the ground, watch the ground. When I see the ground, all of this we got for do work on it. We got for do work on the ground. So you see, say the inside, this na pan, all this we got for change. All of this we got for change. So we get more work, and then we got for do like 3 doors. Look the domot way Mama Finda gets. Now domot this.
People then wash out domot.
Okay, so now people wash out domot. Okay, now I give you. Now you
make a boy no better again.
Okay, so all of this we got for change. So we got for do like 3 doors. The one the way they don't put their money in this, they go on for like how long this they take for do this work.
When this out, the people take more than 1 week first. They with the material, they work fast. People take me more, and then work fast. See, I got the bar. It's 1 week. We'll still to go on. Yeah.
So Mama Finda, what you want to talk to? The people will pull this money because when we do this video, we play them all over. And then we had family, they come together and say, hey, Mama Finda, in case you're too sorry. So what you want for send to them people and what you want for say to them? Because you know, sabi them one day, but they get sympathy for what you they go through. And then send us Sierra Leone as them things that difficult to understand, not only in Sierra Leone, but they see the reason for say, may they support what you want to say to them.
Me I tell them boku thank you. Cover them family, they all with the blood of Jesus outside this blessing they come out. Let God put abundantly. And you yourself when are the leader for this place, let God cover you, let God bless you abundantly. And we all, what you don't say for this program, now everybody gets. Let God open provision, do for them people, they outside that money, come on, let God put big one away past this money, where then they spend for me. I'm so glad I'm not sabi them, not to me born that steps me for comfort me, let God comfort their family, let God comfort their blessing. So I tell them boku thank you. Let God cover them. Let God make more provision for them for help another person. Not to me again, but may they continue for extend. They bless person as we say family they bless, as we money they multiply. So I'm glad it's too much. Me more too small say for tell them thank you.
Yes, subscribe. You always dey watch we program them, but you not subscribe yet to the channel. All wetin you get for do, press this red subscribe button, and then you come over here and press this bell. To the bell option, press this one with all. E don done. E no get for cost you anything. When you do this, na sign for show say you dey support we for make we do more. Thank you for we don help we for share this program. Yeah, God bless you. Una make we all join hand together and help for fight corruption. And no say corruption go get for fight back. Well, this na been the word of caretaker bio, the term wey e be dey call on Sierra Leoneans dem for let we join hand and help am inside the fight against corruption. But again, me granny can say na only who that not a man enough compete and lick am. But wait, how this get any link to this particular talk? Well, it's like for say, things don't begin go the way how they not been they expect. We see say, the audit report come and talk about babala corruption inside the office of the same person we call we follow we help am in the fight against corruption. Well, because they don't begin see say, the fight against corruption don't begin to plant serious seed under their own foot. Now, they don't begin go against all who that they blow whistle say corruption they happen inside the country. The office of the Auditor General, here in deputy and plenty other one them. Don't left the office them right now. Well, the Auditor General and in deputy, they na court martial as then the answer to court case them because the caretaker and in team say because the Auditor General and in team pull that kind of report where expose corruption in office, that one day na unprofessionalism. He say that they na misconduct. He say that they mean say then self corrupt. But wait, help we, let we all fight the fight against corruption. And no say corruption go fight back. Now we don't begin for see who side the corruption they come out where it fight back. Well, not to be mistake, where Francis Benkel Fala been tell we say, well, for fight corruption, not to in the tino, but it get for be very, very strong and difficult for them, especially when it get for the point finger to the one them we give a job. Well, not to just that too. The other thing where caretaker been talk before he can na power is say, it go make sure say the salary business they all be the same, especially if una dey na the same grade. But oh yeah, as it don't take 4 years, nothing like that not change. Instead, we dey see who that na political appointee, who that the caretaker in Sesay na him appoint, they get babala salary, and the one them we sweat and work through the ladder for go up, their own salary dey small. Well, from where caretaker bio call we say, let we join with hand in the fight against corruption. Africanist Press tie their oja and them belt tight one and say, well, this na good thing. We go join and help for expose because we want let this government succeed. But the way our team don't they go, as the referee don't they blow whistle in every foul, the player them don't begin vex and now then they run after the referee. From the office of the caretaker to the office of national security, right down to the Independent Media Commission, they all they run after the one great referee when are Africanist Press. And not Abdul. Now, as Africanist Press, they try for say this kind way out and they pay certain people them, babala pass the other one. The soldier man themselves no left behind. As the head of the soldier them, team up public one and they talk to in soldier man them talk say Africanist Press. Well, he say therefore left for leak some important document to them because them na enemy. So you don't begin see how the corruption they fight back. Today, now one great thing we can for talk. We can wear inside the soldier them business sober one. As they come out, after we Africanist Press pull something, we analyze, then come back and say no. This thing here not for be this way. Them people here na enemy. This is the program we had. Meaning, na sembe pie the freedom fighter. Please, if you just join me, for the very first time, 90% of what we dey talk about now about the government of the day. We want for all them to account, so things go better for all man. 10% get for be with the opposition and any other business. If you get interest in all of them things there, please consider for hit for with the subscribe button. Put on the notification bell with the word all. As you join me so right now, do ya not forget for hit that like button for we, because as we dey watch so when we just don't begin, we get about 106 when they watch we na YouTube. So do ya hit for with the like button and share the program. And again, not forget to for left you comment down na the comment section. As we dey rub mouth on that, na Facebook una kushe and kagbo. Una self get about 83. Una not forget to share, like, and left una comment down. If you self not join we yet inside the family, please make sure say you follow we page and turn on the notification. So anytime when we come on, you will get them when they meet you safe one. Well, we want can see waiting they happen inside this particular issue. First, we go on for go and rub mouth inside the Africanist Press for remind we self of who side we come out and who side we they go. Same way so, for let we remind we self about this kind barbara salary business where them be done the talk about and waiting they go on. Ladies and gentlemen, Africanist Press been done they tell we plenty things them. Done they blow whistle and all of what the Africanist Press done they talk about not different from waiting come out inside the audit reports. Let we begin with this one, where Africanist Press begin for talk, and after that day, we dey come and listen now to the soldier man their own boss, one after the other. We start with this one. Africanist Press na Chernobyl in Facebook page. He be right this day. Lo watch wetin exactly he been say before ever we begin for come inside the soldier man dem self roban or rob the mouth. I dey read. Sierra Leone politicians fixed higher wages for senior army commanders, widening pay disparities in the Sierra Leone military. They say, they want them. You see them days they tell you now about the politicians them. Tell una say, now them really na the problem. I mean politicians, now they na the problem. According to them, he say they're able for make sure say they get better salary, better allowances, and better jekute for their other one them waiting at the big position. And that Africanist Press say. He say payroll document from Sierra Leone Ministry of Defense reveal how officials in the Ministry of Finance develop a higher monthly wages for senior commanders of the Sierra Leone Army, while other officers and the soldiers under their command continue to earn some of the lowest monthly monthly wages among public sector workers in Sierra Leone. He say, as the big one they get babala salary where them organize for themselves, where they make party for themselves. The one them where they work under them get small salary when you compare and even to other public sector worker them. And that one there, now the only security na the country. Well, look what he continue for say. He say leaked defense documents reviewed by Africanist Press show that 13 of the country's top highest ranking officers, including 11 brigadiers and 2 generals, collectively earn a combined annual wage of 4.28 billion, an amount that could pay the combined annual wages of 60 colonels, the highest paid senior officers below the rank of brigadiers. So basically, what did they try for tell we? He say the salary normal where then they give to 13 big man them na the army 13. It is able for pay about 90 colonel when na the position down the way just dey below the brigadier in position inside the army. He say they pay about 3 combined the year. This not a one oh, that money dey that 4.28 billion. When you combine 60 colonel them, then they use that money dey for pay them till the year done. Now I mean annual wages of 60 colonel. Imagine oh, waiting one person they get. Now then they use for pay 60 other, waiting 13 people in the get. Now then if them put Sunday together just for 1 month, waiting then they get for 1 month. Now in 60 colonel them they get for the 1 whole year. So now that thing here Africanist Press they try for put together. But hey, as Africanist Press they put 10 years together, guess what happened? The soldier man then come up. They all one parade, emergency parade, for decide how they for pass message over to the young soldier man them where then they work with. Well, now we can begin listening one by one, waiting them begin for talk. First of all, because of them things they are so, where Africanist Press they do, because caretaker bio been promised say them can be big gap there so inside salary. It dey pull am for boost the morale of the worker them so that they go able for work and serve the people them very well. So Africanist Press they try for remind this man when a caretaker bio say, Pa, you be don't talk this one then this year before you come na power. But now when you don't come na power, it look like say you don't look forget. Let we remember you. Well, this member, when they the member now, don't make the cabal, don't yege, don't shake, and now they say they for run after Africanist Press. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, when they be all this, when they pull this memo for say, then for meet and talk with the soldier man them, Africanist Press, being quick forget that particular memo day. And bring and come say, hey, them thing they want be the talk about. Now this they happen no. Well, as then they go, the one them where they in charge of the military, not waste any time. Then come out na the public and begin for talk. Low watch this particular thing. But first, caretaker, they also we get enough electricity. As you dey listen waiting in the talk, same way so listen waiting in the talk back, but the light business, as light be they embarrass them sober one. Logo the come back just now.
Good morning again. I think this time around, when they get me, Anybody there when they get me? Okay, I say again, good morning. And I want to say, people can say, thank God today is Friday. But today, not only Friday, but they expect to salary back today. Is that not so? So, I believe say as we all there, some man, all the attention there now, that for receiving salary. And inshallah, I believe say all man will get the salary today. God willing. One thing we me observe in the days when me a young officer, soldiers them na two pull and sabi, the paymaster and the quartermaster. I quite believe even today. The paymaster and the quartermaster are very important also. Let me just give you one short story. About 2 days ago, I get few guards a week can go guard na my residence. I wear me alpha clothes. I come out for go pray. One of the soldiers, he don't know me. You can imagine? Because soldier not care about this, you know I know, but we need to know ourselves. We need to understand we command ourselves. I pass the officer, the soldier, now so he said pass me so. He said not look at, he said not look me. I go pray, now while the can out, somebody say, hey, sit up. I think I didn't realize this. Well, we there this morning, not for a very long talk, but for a short talk, because I quite believe once in a while, like the way I can always talk, we need to communicate. But me observe over the period, communication they go down the chain. I believe at the senior management, we'll get to weekly update. And down at Cochrane, let's get every Wednesday, they get an update. But my concern is, I don't know from brigades downwards whether time day for commanders, for really sit the soldiers and together and discuss. If it not happen, I want to say henceforth, we want to see that. Because as commanders, now we have responsibility for ensure that we pass the information to soldiers. And when I say commander, not only officers, but even the senior NCOs, themselves get a key role in the passage of information. If we not pass the vital information to the soldiers, would they give room for the legal means, the other people for inform the soldiers, and that information they most times it not can be the correct one. We get people already out there we now bent on passing wrong information only for create a divide in the military, because they know say the military now is symbol of unity, and now the last resort. Over the period, my own experience, I don't realize say most times when something go bad, now any area, they will always call the military. That don't tell me say so far in terms operationally we are doing well. The populace still get confidence in we, even though we still get some bad elements amongst we. If you look, involve celebrations. Even we get on settlement, so even the prisons. And the representative that are them places, they do extremely well. In terms of even some public order, most times people would prefer the ALSLAB. So people that don't realize this one, say the military is still remain cohesive, we still remain together. So what do we do for us shatter them? It's by sending messages them way very, very unpalatable. We go try for say the way they can say for put a knife on the things that held us together. For long we get apart. But which I can always say some of the information and they are not to get too much problem with them. The problem we get is within ourselves. We as soldiers they will get where they in the habit of doing the wrong thing. I've never seen a situation wherein a signal message is sent out to formation and unit, knowing the classification of that signal message, somebody go snap that thing and forward that to the public. For what reason? What do you stand to benefit? What do you stand for gain? All what they do is for just bring the ALSLAB name into disrepute. But be rest assured, we are putting mechanism in place at the Ministry of Defense for ensure that we try to weed out this bad element. We are not against social media, but we have to be careful. There is a serious crime about disclosure of vital information to the enemy. And one thing I always say, anybody out there, we feel say now a politician, we feel say they advocate for the military, is not doing that in good faith. Tell me a time when a particular government comes, they increase salary, then another government comes, they reduce salary. It ever happen? It not ever happen. If anybody know of that time they come up, they get a prize. So the one they tell you say, a situation, there are certain situations where nobody will make them better.
Now, you don't get a joke. We not tap there, we go small, but let's just rub more into few things than way it come up with in this. By the way, in name, na the head of the military this, and in a Sullay Sesay. Yeah, I think brigadier general or so, or colonel, brigadier, I don't know in position. But in name na Sullay Sesay. Now take few things then. It say if they fail for pass on the information, then other people will give them. That is why they come out quick one and begin for talk. Well, I think say they let small bit for talk. Because the information be already don't begin reach who is supposed to reach before they pick sense and come out and talk. Because Africanist Press, they don't begin for do them comparison there. Don't begin they look at salary. Now like months now, where then they look into them things they are so. But then people here been they ignore. But now they feel say if they continuously they ignore, it will create serious problem for them. So what they do? Then decide for come out and begin talk. They not only come and talk for enlightening them, but then come as well for threatening them. Let's go some sign. It say then they try for change the bad elements them. Then they try for weed the bad elements them out of the military, out of them the way. As we talk so right now, this again now classify something. Now something where they don't want let people they know. Then don't take 20 soldier man then phone them for let them able for monitor them. If you listen, it say then they put things them in place for make sure say they weed out the bad elements them. Then they put mechanism na the exact what they use. For that now, for put things them in place for make sure say then weed out. So now as we talk, then they investigate 20 people and phone them for see how this information they reach to Africanist Press. In other words, they already don't begin see certain people as targets. And now then people and they don't begin for go and attack. That is why they don't take 20 of them phones them. For begin say then they investigate for see who's one of them or if they connive, in other words, then join on for make sure say then they cause them problem for the give Africanist Press. Well, and not come out and talk and say na Africanist Press so. But you say self watch no. Yeah, na only that stubborn fly. Now they go na the fella and diamond say go inside grave. Who don't know understand? Now I don't know what is what's up. We all know say no media, no ever, nobody, no ever take salary business past Africanist Press. So now it don't say let them tap for the leak important information them to Africanist Press. But wait, if una they do things them way correct, because interestingly, I not see who say thing bad or if they talk about salary. If una they do things the way correct, then go pass them, that's an no. If una they make let them okay, then feel satisfied, then feel like say they all the work for the same mission, then go do bad? No. So now then they try for investigate 20 of them. 20. He say some people them they out, they're not do them in good faith at all. Well, in other words, it's simply the try for tell we say this thing where Africanist Press they try for do so. For make sure say they enlighten people, for make sure say they call caretaker bio, for let a member in promise. This man say no, that is not a good thing. He said that not a good thing at all, at all, at all. Because then they go create problem, and then they, for the one they will do them, then they do in good faith. For that, then an enemy. Let me continue for watch something quick, yeah. Let's listen this one because plenty things then we didn't talk about. Let's just watch this other video quick when we come back.
The next to a very important one, we are the 25%. 25% salary increment ability na a topical issue. This, I would say, is the first time where a government they make a pronouncement that I will make incremental. I will make increase every year, the 25%. Last year, they were also. This year, government not say they're not good one, but government gets some challenges. Get challenges, and most times some of these challenges, not to be on duty, but can't begin to tell them say, like this or like that. But one thing I will tell our government, still stay positive. Let's still resolve their mind for ensure that this thing comes to bear. And you rest assured, this 25%, it will happen in not too distant future. I'm not going to call the month, but be rest assured, we will give her a big surprise very soon. But Lord continue for pray for government. In fact, this 25%, the senior management don't make frantic effort. In fact, not only 25%, we will look at something else. We will pursue, and again, the desk of His Excellency the President, or consider the art staff. Lord, just continue for pray, let the economic situation improve, so that within the President get in mind, he will come to bear. I don't get trust in the government, don't get trust in the President. But see, he gets me at heart all the time. In fact, 2 days ago, we did with him, and he gave me the assurance. But the thing we're not happy about, now the way some officers they pass some negative information to soldiers. He's not good, he's not happy about that, and the senior management also not happy about that. So the 25%, I want to show and say it will come to bear very soon. Now we look forward, and we are looking for something even better than the 25%. So Lord, just continue for prayer. Now to the COVID allowance. They say allowance also. I remember the last time I addressed troops in Nigeria. I said the COVID, where you done, definitely that last year for go. But some man don't take the allowance, they don't make them as permanent income. But I don't know, me I feel say the COVID don't know. But you are telling me the COVID don't done it. That's how you do. Is it false? Okay, maybe we will transform it to, if I now anthrax, we don't come, no so. Then monkeypox, self don't come. So we will just convert them to the monkeypox allowance. No so. But one thing I want to say, yeah. Well, I'm not saying very nice for declare the end of COVID also. His Excellency the President. But we all know say the COVID don't subside also. And that allowance has been there because almost all the soldiers will all be involved in one way or the other. Sometimes they just can't get some people and say, well, I will deploy. So because of that, the government will give unnecessary, but say, let's give this allowance to everybody. And when they give that allowance, they don't be notified, we know so. We just see that money there. Eh? So definitely, that money there, they get for quarter. But we don't engage government, we tell them, say, no, they're not quarter it. Don't still they get a small. No so? But one thing I want to say, you are not the prepare of mind. For some of we don't join Ususu with COVID money. That was Sullay, I know that. I know. Some other COVID money and chop money down there. 2 of us. Aha. So, I make them call them allowance. You see, there are certain things, if only the salary very, very okay, there are certain things we will forget about. Even this rice, this take-home rice. I'm not being so we have plenty armies and we maintain that one. If they pay you good salary, it's enough for you to take care of yourself. But we will do one to ensure that at least let the home be happy. But not to all armies they practice that one. And let's also I know say that rest are also like an allowance. So but to ensure that we maintain them for now. So the COVID allowance you will continue for now, but only prepare our minds that a year ago one day, Lord no feel bad because we see someone let the COVID done also. Because when they put that face mask, sometimes it's not good. Now they don't remove the face mask, no so. That don't tell you say it don't subside now. And for quite some time now, I think alone they record 0. Even though some countries still they record some cases.
So, Them been basically want for pull the COVID allowance for the one them where they work. But again, with the timely intervention of Africanist Press, we begin talk about them, begin for make comparison, then see say, hey, now we've been promising something. If we not give them, then we can pull this back, it will create problem. So then think twice and say, no, let we leave this force, give them. Then they enjoy force until we pull things them and put things them in place. You hear what he say? And not say, he say, let we just left and force and again for go. We go finally pull am because COVID no day again. Let's look at that thing here. Because of this Africanist Press publication, watch what happen. Inside 2021, budgets, where they say the appropriation bill, yeah, or the appropriation act, when at the 2021, then tell we say, then go get 25% increment for the soldier man, for the military in terms of their salary. But ladies and gentlemen, they well know say this thing not happen. They well know say they not be able for do am. And I know something. If you feel say you dey do something, it means say you don't get the money. If you say I dey increase the salary of them people here, it means say the couple don't dey. You don't get the money already. That is why you talk and say, okay, because of this profit we don't make, we dey give una all bonus or we dey increase una salary. But you know they expect that you go increase salary. How you workman then go take you. We already work, no say, then December, when then they give we bonus, now because of Lilithing Day, make them they add on top for we. Because of the way how we work. But if Lilithing not in a corner, you both not go tell you say, it they give you something December. When December come, it begin say, hey, I'm very sorry. You feel say the workman then go gladdy. They know the gladdy. Now look at what thing they happen. Then people here fail for give the 25% where the government promise. But now, Africanist Press don't dey yagba them so much that they no get nothing for say. The only thing we they get for say, una not worry, that money they where we be say they give una 25%, it they come. In fact, we they give una more. But wait to, you not able for give the 25%. Now more you able for give because according to Sullay, he say then they try for make sure say the thing. The 25%, then we even give them surprise. We go better than the 25%. Ladies and gentlemen, that's nothing we viable. Nothing this way you feel say na reality. Or then just the make power how them call them like with the panjoboto tea. Sabi how they can dance or music and cheer. Everybody they dance and run for your own. We know say it not get for possible. We know say the government no get that money they for do because if that be the case, then we don't talk in the budget. So nothing not day we for stop that because parliament we don't agree. And remember, now parliament for agree for let they use money, but unfortunately we dey see say parliament no can agree for something, but yet still then they use them, then they do them. And let's tell you something. Where the government want for do something, elect parliament no agree, then they do them. When the government want for do something, elect they not take and go na parliament, then they do am. But wait now, waiting at the problem we make they agree for make sure say then people here get their salary, then get them pay increment, but they not do am. Even when parliament don't say okay. But now this all Africanist Press see, now make them decide for say okay, what about una not they give them people here their salary, but yet still una they get big pay for una safe. So this don't make now they don't worry and say, hey, this talkers if we not come and begin put sweet malt inside this particular issue, try for sugarcoat them, problem go do. But we all know say then just they try for play with tongue until you know say so German business now listen to last command. Well, I don't know, but this tier, okay, all right, yeah, okay, I left and they so force, but the talk not done it too. If you just join me, not forget for hit for with the like button and share the program. This is the program we had. Somebody been just to say today na in first day where it come na ya. Let's just watch quick if I go able for see am on YouTube. Let's just watch quick. I think it don't go up. I think sister I don't take care of him. Let's just watch quickly if I can able for see him. Since he talk am say na in first day. I don't know. I think it all run, but I think people sister me don't take care of that. I just want shout out to them. But notwithstanding, if you just join me, not forget for hit for the like button. We get about 388 with the watch right now, but we just get 120 likes. Please increase them for we and follow the number. Let we go 300. I don't say you get information and you forget waiting for do. We don't see down the right and not up there too. Plenty other things than they where it talk because we just want for try for analyze all waiting it talk. But wait to low watch something. It's still a talk. As it talk about the salary, it talk about allowance. We find out say the light not to just light electricity na the problem. Even fuel for let them buy fuel for put on the generator for let the whole important program like this a very difficult.
So as a military, and what did I observe again? Soldier man then talk, we let talk, especially the saloon soldier. No matter what, anything we do for it, they talk. And soldier man, we are known for keeping secret. Is that not so? No. Anybody who not able to keep secret, there is not a soldier. That's the difference between a soldier and a civilian. You go to OSEC, what happened? All day in office, you don't get right for even explain to your wife. When you explain to your wife, you yourself get in party. That's how information go around. Soldier, whatever happened, now make another see soldier man cry. He cry now, yeah, they just read. But we are soldier there these days, they talk a lot. Whatever you do for them, me don't experience that one. In a situation where I do everything for ensure that soldier then get what they need. Then grumble back, but this deployment, but now so eats no more. Even though you kill goats for them, they will grumble. But grumble positively. You know? So, the first thing I want to address this morning, where we all know about, where made the difference between we and civilians is discipline and professionalism. And all them things that we are not highlight. If you are guilty of it, it means you are not disciplined. One thing about Sullay, I remember we get a grant for build this place, the officers' mess. Then because this mess don't come up, we get an engagement with the president. The president said, no, you know go fine. So let the officers then just get a mess. Let's have this thing for the senior NCOs and let us replicate for the other hand. With all the efforts we government make, they see trouble. Even when they see they make effort, they see trouble. Why? They say because this contract was awarded to a foreign, and that this one they're suspecting army engineers again. Not just army engineers again. For me, they are the best though. Eh? We will not even talk about army engineers. We only ask army engineers to prepare the BOQ. This one, now Chinese grant, and because they provide the money, they don't give you the money. They say that they give contract to the Chinese company. So that was how the contract was awarded. But you don't understand, you know, this one, a Chinese company, and this one is a local company. The reason is that the funding for this construction, now the government of Sierra Leone, and the one for this Chinese, so that's the reason. We are making an effort for that we towards everybody else in the benefit. So that anytime we get a mayor or one opportunity, oh, don't come on here after the marriage, otherwise in the car. The senior is the first step outside the go, we just say we will relax. And the other hands themselves, then instead paying progress. So for me, I think discipline is the hallmark of every military. It is to professionalism. As a soldier, they could try as best as possible, not for being apolitical. Nobody will say don't vote for a party of your choice. But you don't have to manifest it. Because at the end of the day, your salary, the right you get, it's government of the day, not going to buy it. Our reality as a force, as a soldier, if we get to the government of the day and the people of this country, because we get right to protect the constitution of the country. So, therefore, for remaining disciplined and for conduct itself at all times. Politics, policies for maybe we citizens. There will be interface between the soldiers and the politicians. But if you are a private soldier or a captain or a lieutenant, there will be interface, the interact with the civilians, the one with the politicians, they are making a very sad mistake. We don't see most times you see some soldiers or some officers, if they want something to favor the civilians or politicians, they are not being good to themselves. So once again, I would say Lord continue to be very, very disciplined as the public, the government, they get high regard on the answer. Over the period, operationally, I must confess that we do extremely well. But, hello? Okay, well, magnified the generator will continue. That means in terms of operation over the period, we all agree saying we currently engage in 2 operations in the Western area. One with the support of the Ministry of Land. Fear. They are not talking today. They are not making a short one. No. I want to go to salary. But I need to maybe some points here. We get 2 operations in the Western area. We all agree. We all accept one legal operation. Where operation land bank and operation increament for the protection of the human value. And what I want to tell you is that since the involvement of the AXLA in that green belt, I think sanity don't return to that place. So we get that accolade in. I want to give thank you to Commander of the Brigade and see. We do well. Operation, how do you call it? Land bank.
Okay, so you don't listen. The truth now, secrecy dey inside the military. Because they know, then they use that as advantage over them. It make am very clear, say, soldier man get boku talk inside the country. But normally, soldier man not forget boku talk. In fact, if Tini Mona himself, he not for talk. Soldier man not for even cry. In fact, he not ever see where soldier man they cry. But we on soldier man them, then get boku talk, then they cry boku, then they cry belle, then they bega and all thing. Yes. The condition of service for the soldier man them is very appalling, it's very bad off. For example, we don't see this BN10, soldier man, they go thief, no? When civilian then catch him, beat him, all out with him gun. Now true or a lie? We don't need see soldier man them for some of we wake you work and a treat. Then he even break you, stop you, say, do ya give me transport no, I want to go so side. It dey happen or not? You think say if them been getting morale, they go do that? No. Why Sullay no kandong imutuka go big to civilian? Because he get enough. Although money not they do for person, but he get plenty. 13 of them. Then salary when they pay them, they pay about 60 colonel them for the 1 whole year. 60 colonel them, when they take all their salary when they get for months. Then begin count them, then 60, the what thing they get for January, take to December. Now in then 13 of them boss there, they get for 1 great month. How we soldier man them, we forget respect, go get the respect where they deserve. If that man the worker for go work, for example. He get for feed in pikin. He get for take care of his house. He get for pay us rent and other things them. The salary not do. The allowances they not dey. E no go beg. Before he go thief, like how that other one been go thief, when they catch her with him gun, civilian and put on a ground, pass way in company and can pull am dey. Before they go do that thing they for bring disrespect to the military force, why they no go beg? Why they no go meet civilian? Why they no go meet politicians? If you want to make all of them things and they come out na hand, you get to make sure so you put them well in order. Wetin I know first, Sojamano, yeah, for they na iyon barrick as long as na a serving officer. If for they na barrick, that day na one step down where they don't pull the burden para for they go pay. Me brother and sister them, right now as we talk so, 1 room in Pala. If you want them for the month, if you not take them, in some cases them, na 250, that na the list too. Because some side and the way you go, then they tell you say, for this 1 room in Pala, you for pay with 2 million for waiting for the year. And when they ask you for 2 million for the year, then they tell you say, we want 2 years. Some can better, they can ask for 1 year, 1,500,000. But calculate now, almost then they pay them. Almost then go pay. Transport no they do. The thing where they eat, and not they do. Remember, that man wey in Bele not get nothing. All time they vex so. If na lie watch dog, when dog angry, if you plot am, wetin dey happen? It can even want for charm you. Na this. Now then they tell the soldier man them all wetin they get for tell them, but they not dey really try for boost the morale. And interestingly, we can't take an be soldier man. And when he be the come, he been try say, he can address the issue of salary disparity, the way our salary business day, where this one grey man, they get bump salary under, then the one the way they work with them gets that change as they can call them. Wait for buy rest safe, na problem. But in not up though, as then they talk about salary, now so the rest, the allowance. In fact, the salary itself as then they talk about salary save the delay. Salary save the delay. The rest so the delay, all thing the delay. Let we listen to this in back.
Instead they on, then they do well. But what you observe that some soldiers they in the habit of self-deployment on land. Some are very desperate, so they meet the land officials. One thing I want to tell you, one information I get from this morning is that the brigade commander they currently engage the Ministry of Land for see if they can be able to get a small portion of land for the ice lab. And once land and land is available, maybe we will try we will do if na ballot self we will do them. Yeah, because not going to get everybody. And we will try for prioritize maybe the other ranks. The other ranks, now they not able to get. The officers will expect say their salary high small. But we consider the other ranks more than the officers. And not say not the officers more, but we give priority to the other ranks. So one of them take on time. The idea of you deploying illegally for protect somebody in land is against we own accepted standards. So one of that deceased, because any soldier with a cage would definitely get for charging. So want that to stop forthwith. Well, I'm not saying one of the reasons we some of the two things they want to go for is about this take-home rights. We experienced a delay this month, no so? And some of we were not happy. And some man they talk baku. Why this thing? Why this thing? But if you compare yourself with even other security institutions, some will tell you say, in fact, we are 5 months behind. Is that not so? But they don't know why that need to happen to them. We will not allow that need to happen. But you have to understand, we say we are all fathers, no so? They give your money every day. Eh? If that one day where you delay small, you begin the grumble. What you say go say? Go say it's begin ungrateful also. So all this while would they get with rice. And this rice, not so rice where they produce. Now a contract. The contractor is a businessman. So sometimes there are hiccups, there are challenges where some people they face. Now it lead to this. But thankfully, I think the rest are available now, no so. So, and we will try to level best to ensure that it don't repeat again. I know say that this summer for a not to be, we're not really happy that the rest delay. But look, all this while we ensure that the rest they can. This month, there was a delay, and the challenge them then day. Because the man they supply the guys, the contractor, instead not to rise dealer, not doing the import. So instead of getting the own charges, don't try for short time day out, because no one that will repeat next month and the months to come. Like what I can always say, if you not so their way with money, one of the things we do for pay from government. The imam, the pastors don't always pay from government because the answer we are 100% funded by the government. Another answer extra funding. So the government will normally put in care. When the government gets small challenges, then the challenges that will also affect you. And one thing I want to make known to now all is that for the past 3 years, we are aware of the COVID and the COVID they affect every country. As the COVID is subsiding, we also get this Ukraine-Russia war. In fact, this just can aggravate everything. So it affects almost all the economies of the world. So now, most times, we want you as an officer, get your small radio, which is the news, and when you get time to talk to the soldier, tell them exactly what is happening. But what we do now, instead of this officer or senior NCOs, when you get these soldiers, and the opposite thing. But one thing I tell you that I know you be good for the answer, I know you be good for the decision. Because if you pass bad information, no say you don't take that whole day is fighting you. So, now we have responsibility as commandants, senior royal officers, for ensure that we pass the right information to the soldiers. So these people has, I believe, will also come out. And I want to show that taking forward to ensure that we don't make this kind of delay again.
All right, we all know say that not possible. For say delay no good day again, it not possible. It don't make am clear say apart from them where they get small delay, other security sector them. In fact, then they 5 months behind. But wait to who's one of the other security sector them? Of course, we get the police, we get the how you call them? The prison officers, and you get the fire force. These are the security sector them. Wait for get rest. Well, if in don't tell we say some of them they 5 months behind, they know they get rest. Waiting this mean for the living standard of them people here? Waiting this mean for the everyday life of them people here? Okay, we are aware say really cost of living don't they go up and it don't the triangle and other parts of the world. But wait here, other parts of the world, they're not the delay. As the month's done, as long as they employ you, as long as you work, then they pay you. So how you go compare this now? Waiting Ukraine, waiting COVID get for do with couple and with salary. Other things them, okay, we can agree. But salary, when are you they pay? Okay, I agree again. Because right now, you know, say the world don't turn attention to other parts. So, they're not they give that kind of attention. Now, money, we just about forget money from other people for that we do all what we do. This all they expose we serious one right now. Let's look at this other thing. Because of all of this thing, before I talk, somebody be try for talk say, not to just Africanist Press, Quetta. Yes, Quetta have been on they play a very good role. In fact, Quetta and beyond speciality that they for talk about the military no more. For talk about the military no more. And some of them think that it been done they put them. But until you know certain thing and they can talk say, the way put to the TPC inside the water, not to you then say now the way go ASAM. So Quetta been done the talk. Quetta been done the talk, and he done the talk all this year. But as Africanist Press, can ask the dirty pieces, then begin yagba. So not true. Not to one person in fit this. That is why we say, as Africanist Press, then the send water, we self go the crop the back. Because we know say, now only where everybody put on together, they will be able to get the result at the end of the day. Look at this thing. He say, then they give them land. We know how land business start like na the country. Well, this all, now for make ladies so German they act them gladdy. Because them talk say, them they no say, in fact, this thing where the Africanist Press they talk about so right now. Yeah? Now think this, we then say very much aware of. Listen exactly what he talk. He say, we defend land, but for the lower rank them, we not so for say, we not want to give the other and they will make them priority because they want them where they are, then get big salary. You take note of that one then, he said they get big salary. So not true. Waiting Africanist Press they talk, not true. They make sure say they get bump salary. So then they defend all kind way now for bell one they are. Give them sweet court, sweet malt, or sweet talk. At the end of the day, we all know say nothing not the come out behind that one day. And you listen before this clip, he talk about salary increment. But one thing the way he talk about, he say, he no go tell them when they go give them. We all know say, the when, na never. They're not ready for that one day yet. Because at this particular time, they need for generate more money for the election. That's not the focus, and that's not the primary focus. Any other business, na secondary issue, and that will be dealt with next academic year. Or after in the next term. If then they get next term, okay. If the other person not they get next term. But wait, all of them things they have to where they raise so. The one way go want for take over after this, then get solution to them problem they are. Not to the same economy, or for say na the brain na in day for handle the economy. We go get for no as time become very close. Sometimes kinde where we dey talk, we get for be very careful. I mean, they talk with sister. I mean, they talk about certain things then I tell them say whatever we dey talk about right now, go get for tell on we if we not dey be honest with we conscience. Certain things then dey where we dey talk now. That is why, for example, Alpha Sido, most of the words them we been don't talk, they haunt them today. Because one of the things that we been talk say, Marabio, e not care about the one they we sober. Now the unlucky one they care about now they draw near. So we find out say Marabio as he win so the one of the people that we draw near na Alpha Sido. Now begin to think now say for say Marabio 2-3 not care about the one that we better now the unlucky one them. What about Alpha Sido we don't come near? He better or he unlucky? So some things then they we talk we get for be very careful. It go on to it tomorrow. You know, for example, you get certain sectors them where na area then that we will be very careful with. Because if we not take them, tomorrow it dey tell on we. Tomorrow it go tell on we. That is why, for example, sometimes I can see them and they see other people and they fight against themselves. I can they watch. I say, why you not think twice before you do this kind of thing? All of them things they are right now, we not say it not get for practicalize. It not get for be. The time we bought land, you not able to give them 25%. You the delay in their salary. You the delay with the rest. Sorry, I'm very sorry. With the rest. But at the same time, you the big give the other promise. We know say the COVID allowance, then we get very high intention for pull am. But because of the kind bell within the ring, the equator, the Africanist Press, we don't consecutively do some kind comparison this BNT, we make the yagba. Now I make them say, let them leave this for so, they no go pull all things come out. Therefore take 10 kill and let them see in gods. This thing here is really not too cool. Amongst all of them things they are, it tell we now about 2 years COVID plus the Ukraine. You know, we no find out say Sullay don't turn, in fact, the government spokesperson, where they defend the economic situation right now. Because this word indirectly is sent to every Sierra Leonean. Yeah. But begin ask yourself question, what about certain things then when they happen? We all know say before this time things are difficult. Now inside the first 2 years, when they want they come, in fact, as the year begins so, then begin tell me about the lapses of this government. This government, let's look at this here, let's be honest. the kind couple wey dem don spend by themselves, wey audit report don tell we about. If dem be honest with we, you feel say dem no for don use that for do certain things then? Okay, let's look at this other thing. Think stronger. We know think stronger all over na the world. But let's tell you what other people they do. Other side them na the world is either then they increase pay or then cut on, for example, rent, then cut on light bill, then cut on gas, then cut down on transport. But we country, let's tell you what they do. Electricity tariff, they go skyrocket. And let's look at the one where they get responsibility for. Electricity tariff, they go right up. Waiting at the other thing again. All of the things them pay, no increment. But yet still, the things then at the market, they go up. So this is not the difference. Other governments are ready for sacrifice for the citizens. For they're able for, they not say things stronger, but then they sacrifice for the citizen. Make sure say they add some pay, make sure say they cut down on certain things them. So waiting in the cut yonder, then they fit into another area. Other country than they, where then they support and citizens them. But in we country, capital N, oh no, not they happen. We see the quick response, yeah, economic response, where they talk about. Give them disabled, physically challenged, give them beggar people them. How many months it last for? We see other side, I the talek. Okay, still, why they like for compare, where it be for say, we not really comparable. This is a very big problem. But anyway, continue for hit for with the like button if you know don't do so yet, because we get beaucoup things for talk about inside this Sojaman their own business. Una pardon me, I go get for the day na the screen because I want they know say na in we they talk about, yeah. So una do a beer. And somebody they talk say some no pay now 3 years some people they ask for the rent allowance. Yes, some what say not for rent os rent. Na true. So it depends by the side where you go. And by the area where you want place, and by the kind host where you want. Some tenants then they, some host master or host missus then they ask for 3 years. Some they ask for 2 years. Some they ask for 1 month. 1 year. Some they ask for 6 months. Some even they ask for 1 month because I remember certain people they not agree for take 2 months. 1 month. Every month you give them the host rent. So it depends on the part where you want for live and the kind of life where you want for live. Yeah, so everybody correct in that area there. We not still tap though. Let me continue. I want to listen this one quick. This one now they can talk better one, but salary disparity. I hope I don't miss I hope I don't miss the clip where one say one sense. But listen them.
That brings me to the social media. I think I've been mentioned that to start. Gentlemen, we have to be very careful. We're in the days of social media, but the social media don't use them positively. The people are already out there, when they send messages they have, or bring this unity that the art staff, they are not doing good to the art staff. Like Kuta they say, they like for shatter with cohesion. And you know what that means when shatter with cohesion. This military for me, I say, the English bank is like microcosm of the country. Like small, like a miniature. They represent the country. Because this here you will find every tribe, all the religions were all here, and we are always together. Oh, they find this one, we will be fortunate to find this one. We know. We don't bullet the car, we don't go for actual strike. So, we don't bullet can hit anybody. So, my advice, that we remain together, that we avoid unnecessary talk way that will bring mean good to the country. Because we all have to protect this country. And I believe the civilians can respect for me, the government can respect for me. So please, let me have respect for yourself. Quite recently, most times, if they see when they send message they have, somebody they go, it is snap that signal message, they send them out. What is stand for gain by doing that? It's just to make the military look funny in the eyes of the people. So we advise, no say you take an oath. An oath of hands. We all take an oath. And when they take an, they ask if you are Muslim or Christian, you say or not. Now big swear nowadays. If you say you get something we want the commanders and we normally conduct the moral discussions. So our also encourage the commanders when we conduct these monthly moral discussions. And moral discussions, when they discuss, make sure then discuss that at common level. Because sometimes if the COD around, some man will talk what he want to talk. And bring out issues and what we say it affect the general everybody, not only your own personal land. So I encourage commanders to ensure that they reinstate the moral discussions and also to ensure that they communicate with the men, with the CM at the top level, at the Ministry of Defense, at Command Joint Force, but at the brigade level, I believe it happen, but it has to be more regular. That was why even yesterday, we also invited the brigade commanders. You see the 2 brigade commanders, the 5 brigade commanders, they all there, they said, let them listening. Because one, by the time they reach their units and they say, we'll pass that information. But within the period, there has been communication gap over the period, especially down here. We expect the commanders and they always call the battalion commanders on, let's say, every 2 weeks, or brief them on what they happen. Likewise, we expect the battalion commanders, but not only the ones that parade, but also they call it the whole group, let's whole group, communicate, let's be together. I believe, say, if the economic situation improves in the country, things will be better. The country now we have the hope. Everybody now we have hope too. So everybody who has a negative message for bringing this unity, just to say this is what we don't like this country. Well, for some of you who don't fight this war, we know what we go through. Peace, I believe, it leads to development. And when peace is, we say we will develop, we all will be happy. But that time we won't be there. The country that we go before. I believe one of the reasons why we are behind so today is because of that 10 or 11-year war. When they take me forward, they take me backward. So some people they don't attack this sector, they don't attack this sector, they see they don't succeed, they also don't start for attack ability. Once we attack them, we try to bring some disunity, we will succeed. But please, don't allow them to succeed for the sake of this country. We don't sign for defending this country. Sometimes, even we compare real salary with the counterpart they have, it's not commensurate. But this is something we don't sign for. And one thing about advice, these days, forget job is not easy. When people don't go for big college, don't go pipe, this and not the rest. But where are they today? For jobs. If you are fortunate maybe with your wife or weekend, or some other nothing, you are only so with one. Let's also throw light on family endowment scheme. Quite recently, we just started the endowment scheme, and so far the endowment scheme will do extremely well. It will go extremely well. The director, in fact, he just don't give it update. We're going to do a lot of investment. I quite believe, in terms of loan, a good number I don't get. Is that not so? Would I don't want to get it? Let's put it down. Yeah. Not to all man. You see one thing about loan, you get a plan. Not just take loan because you want to take loan. take loan for investment where you get for get profit. If you go take loan for something where not profitable, the loan not going to improve your welfare. You will rather make your welfare worse off. So not say because there is a loan, I will take the loan at all costs. Plan yourself. Let's say, okay, maybe you don't see a land somewhere, you want to buy land. Now good investment also, you can take that loan there. But if you say they go take loan or go marry, that loan there, well, it's fine, but it's not the best. Because married, it's like when you buy people. We don't buy other people with your money. But nobody will say somebody not for married. For married, he left to right one make you married. You can make a quiet but someone you want to make you married, don't mind doing for money to net. Say, this marriage is sweet. And the next day, you don't get what they eat. So the endowment scheme, they do extremely well. Everything is intact. If anybody want to know, will they make the document then available to you? Let's see what we don't do. We don't make some investment, we change the value account. When it's profitable, the money is there. So far, people don't die. They don't make some payment. Someone only contributes 1 month or 2 months. They don't pay the 2.5 million to them. I don't say we get any insurance scheme where we pay them kind of things there. So we don't get confidence in that scheme. Also, in terms of PSO, I think we do well. We try, it's not easy. But today in the process for award the contract for the procurement of the APCs, the armored personnel carriers. They don't far advance. So once that is done, we'll get the equipment again. We'll ensure that we continue with the process so that each and every one of us will benefit. Then lastly, I'll talk about the dog situation because I know most times soldiers always complain about dogs. The dogs we accept say not enough, and we also get some challenges for the supply of dogs. But I think we still need for some mechanism in place to cover the period. We don't try to get a database so that nobody will bring the wrong person. Because we all know say the entitlement, we entitled with the family. But over the period, that aspect of it will not be get it right. So we try for not get it right, because if we not get it right, no matter the quantity of drugs we get, they no go ever good for me. But there must be some mechanism for put in place to ensure that we check the dependency. Because some man when they are very sick, they say wife for this. Some man before they are around, they don't get 5 wives. And how do we check that? It's difficult. So we try to reactivate probably the database to ensure that we control the dogs. Because honestly, most times some man sick now pass their prescription, and we don't want that to happen. We get 34 for service to soldiers. Priority number 1 are for service to soldiers. Priority number 2, the dependents. And maybe after that we can consider private cases. So if you see over the period, if you go 34, you realize say we're going to do a lot of transformation. We get the first lady, we don't take 34 as new project. So if you go 34 today, you realize say a lot of projects, a lot of work will go on at 34. So for that, to say a big thank you to Madam First Lady for that big thing we take. We know to government, they provide that money. All these are the see and big effort of the First Lady. And they galvanize support from well-wishers for that job we need to do. And I believe say in the next 3 to 4 months, we'll see a lot of work we will complete. So with that, this morning, I think it's just a short message. I want to thank you very much for listening. But I will entertain.
Okay, so
key questions.
So that's not exactly waiting. The chief of defense staff, they get to say. Well, he talks certain things. They even talk about joblessness, the amount of joblessness really amongst university graduates, them. That's a shame, eh? It's a very, very big one. Very, very big shame. Let's look something. Then people here, instead of they develop the condition of service, yeah, the benefit where then Sojama forget. Instead, then decide for work with other people then for the trust the Sojama the money. So this not the kind of analysis will be known to deal with all this time. And interestingly, not to be the Sojama that they pay attention pan. When they pay attention pan, people then we not just workers them, government workers them. For example, if me get 500,000, let's just take the minimum wage. 500,000 per month. I don't go to us. I get for pay. I get for pay transport. I get for pay house rent and other things then. My brother and sister, not to more poverty. This not to poor the see popolipo. Things not they go on the way I supposed to go. Honestly. This is not just the honest thing. The increment, if not that increment, if I don't bet it small, but increments not come and it is part of the budget. So if increment don't come and it is part of the budget, who say the increments don't go? For saying don't get accidents na road. Instead of that one day, then for example, look, then the other day, first lady take money, they go with who say all of them money that they come out? Who say the one they way supposed to get the money, no they get them. Then they suffer the sojaman them. Then they really suffer them. Then they really make them now that kind of thing we before say are just there no more for the sake of waiting. Then they work, then they say then they work, then they pay them every month. But now bad name work. Now like in some cases then the way they say you popular pass your salary. Waiting that they mean. It means say because people know say you the work, you wealth, you picking, they all know say you the work. Then the salary not equivalent to anything. People they know you pass how they know you salary or pass how your salary can work for you. You the work say now this then they say if na hard work, now they make a person gentry and all she say certain people and go with power. Now like the sojaman them. They really put their all, then they treat them in some cases like slave. Look for example, this all of the bomber salary then they pay him, he gets like 100 and almost a million as allowance. We still use and abuse the lower rank them. It's just too bad that the caretaker promise, the president promise for able for settle salary disparities among civil servants, boost the morale of the workers them so that they will able to give quality service delivery. But it's just unfortunate because now already with the year, political appointees them, they get huge salaries. Whilst other people that will climb through the ladders of the same grade, they get meager, petty lele money. Nothing. When they can say nothing to write home about like this. Nothing for care go na host. Imagine you don't get a small salary. Then you don't trust. So then that trust family problem for family problem. But now, instead of them find some way for settle this thing, this man they try for teach people them how for use their money. They really know say the money not on nothing. That is why they find way for able for all them people there they don't move because when they don't find out say you don't trust too much you get for pay you know they move anything they tell you now they do. Now the same thing with regards investment into the country right now. With the trust, we find out say we own country we know they run on we own. Certain decision in day we know they take her on we own. Now the same thing and they applicate then they bring back so to the military. It's just frustrating. It's just heartbreaking and halting. Well, I hope say they go smart enough for take serious decision for the things then go on how it's supposed to go. Notwithstanding that, something the way I want for bring come to you quickly. Let's just watch this something quick. For some of we don't they contribute, you will want to contribute, you're not able to contribute it. I will now watch this thing quick here. The work with regards that mommy, where most of we be don't contribute to, don't begin. Let's watch how this work talek. We can just now.
Okay, so we had the work still ongoing on the sea. The drainage stuff now part of an don't make so.
The drainage done, right?
Yeah, the drainage done. Then don't make the drainage done. See am.
On top of the B
Now,
one,
on top am.
one not be there before.
Okay, explain ba.
One not be there before this drainage. This drainage as soon as we see how waiting madam is snap so now. It not be get slab. It's proper slab. So then we then increase now. It then be 3 feet. If you point center for them, you go suicide. I be there before. I be tight. Now be the drainage done before. That's why be the tight one. So now we then can increase and wideness 3 feet. Just for me the water flow, you know, go and bog the building they do. So all these apartments when I see they can begin is up so now be palm body wall be there. Palm body wall now be there. We be then almost finished. It not be good. We will show you some of the palm body themselves later on. I will see them. Then now they put the block now right round. Then we drop bathroom for the mammy. Then this wall self when I see them begin extend. So all this 30 block will extend so go. Wall not be there before. Yeah, now be palm body back be there. Then yeah, so wall be there. Wall be there, but because of the pile of tight, the mamita will say more add and behind small. So then demolish this wall, will they extend and behind. So the work they increase. Now they just extend madam. So all this one now, it therefore go up back to wall now. We not be palm body be there before. Then this one be tight, we then push and behind. Then if it is roof, we therefore add and go up small. Because if we not add them, this still they extend. Although you're supposed to make for car live there, you go low. I was not seeing that the roof this before. Low. You say I put me also. If the guy is now, it go low. So go for increase and it is up. So the work they increase. Definitely the work they increase. So we just call that.
Okay, so we had when I see this now the drainage when I see from the under where the drainage is done. You see say now everything don't be high. Now on top of the self now then they can do the bathroom and the other stuff. So now it go easy when then they send something under and not go be inconvenient to Mami Finda again. So work still a gone. We still a try for maybe reach inside the house now. The bathroom all they don't do for dorm.
Alright, so this now for just updates. The people them we be don't give a couple for sake of this. You see, we all know that be Pambodi, day, so then they try for change now. We know say if they want for bill block throughout it go more expensive pass waiting. So waiting then they use the same dirty with cement. So it goes strong and last long. But you see the gutter, then don't use now concrete and concrete for make sure say you know hamburgam at all. We rain the cam, lay something no go bad off at all. The roof then get for make sure say they work on them and change them and make sure say a high than waiting a look like. The domots then we all see which kind of domot we been get before. Now be latrine domot, yeah. So all of that and they try for make sure say they put things them in place for it go get a better place where it go get it go able live and say tell God thank you. So as you can see the work they go on and by the grace of God this work will go faster so that the rain no will come we go hamburgam again. So one more time we want for tell you now plenty thank you for the work we all don't do. Una we don't give una money. So one we bought give 10 bags cement, yeah. Then go pull and pong na Hamilton. 10 bags cement na igi. Thank you very much. Why we order border give microwave, give foam, and then give one rubber paint. Thank you very much. Other people them give money. We appreciate una all. Thank you very much. Always you give, we don't receive them. We appreciate una and we tell una plenty thank you. I find out say plenty people about 393 watching still, and then we have just 220 likes. Please, if you appreciate the message, if you appreciate the breakdown, if you appreciate the analysis, if you appreciate the summary, not like for the program. No. At the time for this thing is me yourself me own stress, eh? But it's not just cool. Let's show us something. Let's just show us something, please. With regards to the same salaries. So Africanist Press, please do not take offense. Quetta don't do a very good job, yeah. But if you listen good one to the analysis of the CDS, you will really know say Africanist Press is a try for refer to. It's not just one for call the name. Quetta we appreciate in work because when it comes to analyzing, you know, Africanist Press and Quetta are two different work that they do. Quetta sabi the military. So when it analyze her like a professional. Africanist Press, now all the outside money business, they didn't get business. Yeah. So Quetta don't do a very, very good work. We we don't follow them, we don't post some of in things them. We appreciate the work they do. But don't look at this thing quick. This now military memo issued today in the Freetown shows that defense officials have reinstated. We don't hear already. So you see, say Africanist Press, they see exactly what in them people here they try for do. Yeah, I want to watch one or two other things. The officials cancel decision to withdraw COVID. Okay, this not the memo where they send. Well, interestingly, now this CDS bill talk about. CDS bill they actually talk about this memo. Yeah, say plenty time then they take some classified information before you marry it all reach outside enough for reach. This is it. Yeah, most of the time I still want to make this thing. I know they talk this week out of anything. Quetta sabi the issue in the military. They analyze them very correct. But most times, Quetta not able to get access to some of their raw documents they are right now. Well, maybe you get them, but you not can share them no more so because once a soldier and always a soldier, yeah. But Africanist Press, then they do them as it come, bam, 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 bam. Yeah. So that is it. Look at this thing. Yeah. Let's look against this tier. Yeah. They say this to remember, okay, this is not just low watch this they pull today, 3 hours ago. They leave allowance, they leave allowance of 90,333,158 paid to Sierra Leone CDS, Chief of Defense Staff, Lieutenant General Sesay, SL514 could pay the combined monthly salary of 82 private soldiers in the Sierra Leone army. So now Sullay, we all see Sullay na be the nachess just now. So just na just in allowance. Take note, just in allowance now, over 90 million na allowance. But now when Sullay they talk to we now, you know, they try for sugarcoat the soldier man them, for they're able to get them how they want to get them. That is why it actually use certain keywords to against them. Now indirectly they tell them say if you not do. It tell you about the oath of secrecy. It tell you about the manhood, how they for be strong, they not for cry, they not for grumble, but the one the way they get beaucoup talk, they get labo, they get complain, they get bega, then they go even complain in business then to civilian, to politician. How they not go do them? If you get you picking a oath, you not able for take care of them, now other people they take care of them. My brother, my sister. You host business, they go on a treat with start picking. All of them things they are where you see, let's tell you something. Outside things really they okay. The system they work, everybody happy. Nobody know they leak certain things them out. Now only when they notice say difference day in terms of how you treat certain people against the other one. That is why some of them they become mad. They become angry and then they become, you know, troublesome. We need for look into some of them things there. You see this government, then they mistake in some things then. Any government we want for succeed, enough for listen to in bootlicking supporters them. If for always they listen to those with critical minds, critical thinking, critical analysis, and critical views about in government. Now only when you they listen to them, they not say pay attention to them because some are distraction. Some just do them because they want for do them. But when you listen to critical analysis, you will use that one day for correct some of your mistakes them. Use that one day for correct some wrongs and make them right. Use that one day, instead of you walk on a crooked road, where you go get thumb and babu wire and other thing and chuk, you do walk on a straight road outside everybody to see you. But this government, from the very first day when they come, they miss the point. Then begin make, that is why I they look forward for see if government they change how we the supporters them and that particular government go handle people them. Kenima on the very first day when they change the government, then begin on after policemen and other things them. Nothing no come behind that. We begin see with the reward them, now we turn. This now the evil word and that day when we know for the talk inside any country. In election, you get APC and SLPP. After election, we get green, white, and blue. But unfortunate for say, even within the government, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of all, they write a memo, they write a public notice, they refer to the country in government as the New Direction government. Which of course, therefore call the government of Sierra Leone, not New Direction. Because New Direction gets a specific attachment to the SLPP. That is why Lima on one occasion sit on a television where they say the government of Sierra Leone, and they say no, whose government? Because he wants them for say the New Direction government. And for no side we not get New Direction government. We get government of Sierra Leone, we not get government of New Direction. I they look forward, I they pray for the good health and well-being. Follow we see government after Madabiu. Let we see how they go handle the people and the country. We wait forward for that. Right now, some people they feel say no more, oh, we just do this because of we not like SLPP. Okay, you get right, it's your opinion. But we look forward for see how things go change. That time they we go out for see now, what you go say. If you go out for tell you say, you not SLPP, you not like this. I know one thing, anybody sit down at that power day. Now that sits in my uncle. We dey work, but we want to see something. Anyway, I want to tell una thank you for una take una time and join me. Today, na short one no more, I not do long go, na 1 hour and 40 minutes no more I take. My brother no day for join me inside the program today. But again, as we dey drop na as we dey go for go rest. Remember I said today Saturday. Let not forget for tell una say sweetest sugar and sweetest S&S, something they happen, they right now for some of una they follow. And right now, they get one big time party where they go on the sugar and sweetest. Well, it get for do with the housemate. So you can follow them or anywhere you choose for, but I think say we need for go rest now. Let we get some fun. Forget about politics and go get some fun, okay? Sugar and sweetest, they on now as we talk so. So if you not mind, you can join me as well for let we see waiting they happen. Let's just say something quick. If I'm able for get a track of something, we can make it very easy for you for just come on and see what can happen. But notwithstanding, we want you for still like the program. We get 240 likes. Please do not give it 300 likes, no please. We just want 300 likes. When you give it 300 likes, that will be cool for we, okay? Give it 300 likes. Thank you very much. Just give it 300 likes, okay? Let's just get to this thing up and go. I just need 300 likes. Not just that we need no more. Thank you. If you really appreciate what we do, give it 300 likes, please. Just 300 likes, please. Not just 300 we want to. 300. Okay? Okay, I don't drop something. So if you don't mind, check out the pin message na YouTube now and follow Sugar and Sweetest na YouTube now. For there you follow the party where they go on. The same goes to you where you watch right now na Facebook, yeah. We don't do the same thing for you where you watching as na Facebook. Watch for the link now and join me, okay? Watch for the link now and join me, please. I appreciate una so much, please. I just the time for see something. Yes. So on Facebook, you self look for the same thing and do the same, okay? We appreciate una so much. Well, we go there so tomorrow inside the program Blue Mind. Follow we can talk about different things that will happen inside the country. Don't forget for join we 3 p.m. salon time. I forget for show now this again. I know we'll go without another show now. The old people them demand them. They get like a football match where then they do. So I just show now this. Where then forward to we. Hope say I get them correct. I'll just see waiting and forward to we. Yeah. This now the football match where they happen at Douazak. So now two community they play. Dofa they play friendly football match. Two community then say all this gold. Yeah. So these are the old people them. You see them where they the tower. Yeah. So Douazak community they play magazine courts community. Yeah, that Dove Court area they play Douazak. Yeah. Then they play on a Douazak community field. Tomorrow Sunday, yeah, May 29, 4:30 p.m. Okay. Remember, I say this na Dofa friendly match when they play na Douazak field 4:30 p.m. Okay. Join them if you day around for lay, you go able for support them as plenty things they do where you go be able for enjoy. Remember na fun and a comic match this we they talk about so right now. Well, one more time I want to tell you thank you for wanna take on a time for joining me inside the program. My name na what's your name? Okay, Sembepe, I forget. My name is Sembepe. Thanks to the team and the management of We Yard. Thanks to we lovely family members. Them you will come today. We welcome you. You will on the join. We returning via. We thank you very, very much. Please continue for share the program. Continue for like and continue for left your comments. We appreciate you so much. Please show we love and show we respect. Well, not to respect. We call respect for. Just show we love by way I can just continue for share this program for we. Now your WhatsApp group, now your Facebook, now well whatever. Just share no more. We just want the message for go out. Okay. Thank you very much. Well, catch you over again at the other side. Sugar and sweetness. Something happening now. Something that happened there. So until we meet again, I want to say God bless you all. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Yes, subscribe. You always dey watch we program them, but you not subscribe yet to the channel. All wetin you get for do, press this red subscribe button, and then you come over here and press this bell. To the bell option, press this one with all. It don't done. It no get for cost you anything. When you do this, na sign for show say you dey support we for make we do more. Thank you for your help we for share this program. Yeah, God bless you.